Hello. Welcome to Turtle. I hope you're having a great day, or afternoon, or night. But anyway, here I want to show you the highlights of a race I did last week after finishing the 24 hours of Spa. That's in another video, but with my teammates, we managed to finish in the top 10 within our class, well, our split. It was extremely challenging, lots of driving into late hours, but we had lots of fun. And so far, my season, like in sprint races, hasn't been that good. I have struggled a lot with pace, I haven't been able to find my rhythm, but in this race, everything came together, except for qualifying. I wasn't able to qualify because I arrived late into the session as I was getting some more practice. And when I arrived, I was only able to do one lap, and I got enough track at Blanchimont. So we are starting P19 out of a 20 car field in the back. Uh, and there's that. You know, we have to fight our way through the front in a series that's known for being for aggressive driving, if you know what I mean. So the BMW made a move through the outside of turn 1, but we take the position back here through Eau Rouge. There is a dead car on the right that worked for us. Here we go into the straight. We have a lot more speed than the car behind and the car in front, so we are actually gaining on them. We carried out a lot of speed through those corners. Here you can see the grille of the BMW M4 GT3 on the back. That's where he should be. And as you'll see in a moment, through that long hairpin second gear turn, we're going to make a move on the Audi. As he thinks there's something happening in front, he moves to the left, and we make it through. Then the Alpha Tauri Ferrari spins. We take that position too. Now that's 3 positions gained in that first lap. Good job. And here through this couple of left-handers, we make a move through that Ferrari and end up in P15, gaining 5 positions on lap 1. Pretty good situation if you ask me. Now, this is the first sector of lap 2. We are actually within this pack of 5 cars from P10 to P15. So now I see an opportunity to finish in the top 10. The yellow Ferrari goes too wide through a rouge and takes enough track. He takes a penalty, so we are able to take that position. And now we're fighting the Merc and the Ferrari in front, together with that black BMW you saw there. It's going to be a pretty entertaining fight. While this is a sprint race, 20-minute race, pretty short. For this series, I feel like I have more pace than them. So maybe we'll make it through, who knows. A few laps later, actually 2 laps later, we're going down the straight. All of us carrying a lot of speed, trying to use that draft from each other. And everything goes crazy, as you'll see right now. The BMW is nowhere to be seen. This Ferrari lost that position. There was a Porsche on the right, and the reason for that, everything started with this 911. He lost it there, going through that right-hander. He actually managed to keep the car, almost unscathed. So good for him. Hopefully he rejoins safely. And this BMW tries to go for the Ferrari, and he goes too deep. He simply doesn't brake. But luckily for him, he keeps it away from the wall, and he's able to keep going and actually, challenging us for those positions. This from my onboard camera. I was trying to brake earlier so that I don't, go into their back bumper. And here I am trailing the Ferrari. I know I have more pace than him at this point. I'm trying to do a move. My spotter right now is telling me that there's a lot of cars, of slow cars in front. They actually made a lot of contact and have some incidents, and you know the drill. And here we're going to try to do the same move we did on lap 1, but unfortunately it's not going to work because the Merc goes too wide, there's a car on the right, and we managed to barely touch the Ferrari. He's able to keep it under control, so we are able to make it through all of that chaos, and actually we're able to position ourselves in a place where we can keep on challenging them for P10 at this moment, which is my objective. As you know, most of the times in these races, or well, probably you know, in order to gain a rating, which is the measurement of how fast you are, you have to finish within the top 10, or at least have a decent result compared to your current I rating. And for me, that was P10. That was the position I needed to get. A high speed track, I tried to use the whole track, I paid for it, so tried to take off the curb, I tried to dive down the inside, but I'm not able to. This Ferrari actually outbrakes me, and so far I'm noticing that I'm actually putting a lot of weight and pressure on my front tires. So I have to be more careful with that because I want to have good trail braking for the last 5 minutes, which is when all hell will break loose and everyone's going to try and scrape off what they can. On the second to last lap, this Ford was fighting for a podium. He was on P3, but he actually did a similar mistake to the Porsche, except he tried to correct it and ended up on the left side of those corners, and he lost many positions. And here you see he tries to rejoin safely and tries to maintain some speed, and here comes our pack of cars, the Merc, the other Ferrari. I think I'm able to go through the outside of this hairpin, but that's not a possibility, sadly. And here I'm getting a bit desperate because we're losing a lot of time. As you, well, you can fight for positions, but if you fight for positions, the car in front is going to extend that gap. And you probably want to stay within that range of, you know, 1 second and a half, so that you are able to actually jump them on the last lap or have a chance to do it. The Ford is trying pretty hard to get any positions he can, as he was on P3 and he has a lot of pace. Luckily, we actually managed to save some tires for the last lap. And here I tried to go through the outside of the last chain. I think I'm able to make it, you know, leaving him some space, but he makes contact with me. And I'm actually a bit upset because, well, I was maintaining my line, trying to keep it clean, but he closed the door in a pretty bad way. He got more damage from that than me, so there's an upside. And currently, going into the last lap, here the white flag came out. I am on P11, and the Porsche tries to make a move through the first corner. He's not able to do it. El Rouge. Here I am 100% on the offense. I need to get any positions I can. I'm not far from the top 10, and I know it. And I also know that I'm able to brake better with this Ferrari, to put more weight in the front tires. And here I go through the inside. It's not a dive bomb. It is a pretty clean move. It was smooth. I'm proud of it. I carried the whole speed through that straight. Tried to use his draft, and 200 meters away I moved to the right, so that I'm able to go through and use the whole curb, which actually helped me a lot. I know that the Merc is going to have, well, both the Merc and the Ford are going to lose a lot of time in the second sector of this last lap because they are fighting. Everyone is going nuts trying to gain in the positions, and I'm able to close the gap once again. Same place, Blanchimont. We keep it on place there, And here I try to repeat the move through the outside. I think I'm able to make it. I go very wide, but this time I'm able to make the switcheroo on that last corner. And here's a sprint race for P9. So we actually gained 11 positions in that race, a 20-minute Fanatec GT3 challenge race. And I'm pretty proud of it. My best race in quite a while. Here you can see the move from my onboard camera. I think it was pretty decent. Maybe I could have been a little bit less aggressive on that, cutting him like that on the last part of the chain. But you know, clean racing, that's how it works. And luckily we got away with a pretty decent result. That's it for the race. I am actually, well, I'm really happy, extremely happy with the result. I'm proud of it. After racing for 24 hours with my team, I became, I gained a lot of experience in this track. I know next time we visit the spa, we're going to have a good one. Next week, or well, this week, because I'm trying to catch up with the videos, we're racing at Long Beach. A street circuit, pretty tight corners, high downforce, the opposite of a spa. I know we're going to have lots of fun, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for seeing this video. I'm trying to upload weekly. I'm trying to arrange my schedule for that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope, well, if you are on iRacing, I hope we can race one day. And I hope you have a great day. See you around.